pani ocenia obecnie nasze środowisko?
How do you assess the startup environment in our region at the current stage in terms of experience and achievements on international markets?
Jak radzimy sobie na arenie międzynarodowej obecnie?
These are the beginnings. There are outstanding people who have started conquering the world already, indeed, but there are very few of them, though. And could you give some advice to those Polish young startuppers who are thinking about serious subsidies and serious financial partner? What should they be prepared for during such talks with a potential partner? The thing is to convince a potential investor in a brief way, within a few minutes. It is not easy at all. At the beginning, investors have no time until they get interested in a project. That's why they are unlikely to sacrifice more than several minutes of their time for such a person. You only have a few minutes to spike the interest of the potential investor. It might be a project, product, person, market, or an idea for winning this market. Anything that could convince this investor to continue conversation with us. Then we can go into some details. Startups are now in fashion in Poland. Is it any easier to find financing on the other side because of that? Or perhaps it is more difficult as the competition has become tougher? The competition is always healthy and no one should be afraid of it. If someone wants to win the world, create something that has value, they must be better than the competition. But that is life, right? It is nothing special. And the critical mass matters. The more companies, the more funds. The more companies and funds, the more is going on. People learn from each other. They should not be afraid of cooperation. One of the problems in our environment is the fact that if someone has an idea, they are afraid of sharing it. They attend some conferences, but they don't make any hint whatsoever on what they deal with. And if they told about it, they could perhaps find some co-workers, clients and partners. There are incredible opportunities. It is normal in other environments, and the closest examples are Berlin and Finland. In the Silicon Valley, everyone helps each other, and that is how new ideas emerge. I can see there is such a belief among foreign participants of the summit that there is no second Silicon Valley. Europe should not count on having such one here, and we have to create a completely different ecosystem. Do you share that opinion, or perhaps you believe the second Silicon Valley can be built in Europe? It depends on how we define it. There had been attempts of creating the second Silicon Valley in New York without any success for a long time, while now there is something like that in few places. The best example is Israel with its Yozma program. Obviously, any country has its particular conditions, but they have modeled themselves on the Silicon Valley. And now this small 8 million nation is the world's third largest by the number of initial public offerings on US stock exchange. The first are the United States with 350 million population, and Israel ranks third with 8 million. I guess it speaks for itself.